off my head. So that's the thing we're dealing with. Hey, what's up you guys? So today is the very first video that is going to be going up on my channel, or like revamped channel I guess you could say, which is really awesome. I'm really excited for that. So today's video is going to be about my very first paranormal encounter, which is near and dear to my heart because I love the paranormal. I think it's so fun and really interesting to talk about as well, which is why I'm doing this right now. And if you don't believe me or believe in ghosts or spirits or whatever, that is totally fine. You either don't have to watch this or you could watch it and just view it as entertainment. So yeah, let's just get right into the story. So this happened when I was about 8 years old. My parents were divorced and had been for about 4 years, and through the divorce my dad actually got the house, and this is where this took place. So the house is super old. It was built probably around the 1950s, I believe, by my dad's grandparents, and he somehow obtained the house when my parents were still married. At this point I was 8 years old. It was really late at night. It was probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was still awake and I got really thirsty. I put down my book, got out of bed, grabbed my little water glass that was now empty, and was going to go to the kitchen to get some more water. The way my dad's house is set up, it's kind of a ranch style house. It was built in the 50s. It's on a ranch, so that makes sense. It's kind of weird though. Like, I think they took some liberties with how they built it at the time. So the bedrooms are all kind of to this side, and then there's 2 living rooms kind of side by side, but they're both long ways, like rectangles, and they're divided by a wall. And my room kind of led into the room that looked out into the backyard, and then the kitchen was connected on the other side. So in order to go to the kitchen, I had to walk through this living room, which was a pretty long walk. So in order to get to the kitchen, you basically had to walk through this really long living room. And so that's what I did. I walked to the kitchen, no problems, got my water, was really happy about it, and I turn around and go to walk back to my bedroom. Something kind of told me to look outside. I don't know what it was, but I just felt the need to look outside, and I usually didn't because even though I'd never seen a ghost before up until this point, at least in my memory, it just creeped me out because my dad's house is in the country, so it's really dark because there's no city lights around, and the only light is sort of a big white one that he has on his house that kind of casts shadows everywhere, so it just kind of creeped me out in general. I had a really active imagination, still do, but yeah, it just freaked me out. So I usually didn't look outside, but something at this point told me, Megan, look outside. So I'm getting my water and I kind of glance out the window, which, or glance out into the backyard, which would be on this side of me at this point. And I look and I see a woman who was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 foot or so. And maybe taller than that, probably like 5'5", 5'6". Anyways, so I see a woman and she's in like a really old-fashioned nightgown. You know, the ones that have the long sleeves and kind of the frills like up here and just really long and sort of shapeless. So she was wearing one of those and she had really, really long hair that probably, I would say, went down to like her waist. And she was bent over something kind of like this, like she was bent over a bush, sort of looking down like that. And she was, I should mention, she was like all white. Like, I mean, I look ghostly, but she was basically like me times 10. So yeah, it was just really freaky. So I look and I see her and I'm just like, oh my god. And of course I'm like, oh my god, nope, nope, and I sprint to my room because I'm so freaked out. And in my head, I don't think I processed it as a ghost right away. I think really I was just like, oh my god, there's somebody in the backyard. Nobody's supposed to be in the backyard right now. I don't know who this person is, why she's in my house, why she's near my house, what is happening. So I'm like under my covers and literally just like shaking so bad. Yeah, so I'm sitting there forever and I'm just like, oh my god. And I'm like freaking out because I didn't know if I should wake up my dad or not. Because if it wasn't anything and I just saw something, I didn't want to wake him up and have him be mad that I was waking up at 3 in the morning. So I didn't end up waking him up, and I just sat there for a while and I was like, I think I just saw a ghost. Because nobody was that color, you know, nobody is stark white. I mean, I'm pretty white, but you know what I mean. Nobody is like that. In looking back, even our hair was like white. Like, it was as if somebody just threw paint on her or something, like white paint. It was really odd. And I forgot to mention this, the really creepy thing is, because I stood there in the living room for a second, like processing what I was seeing, and her head, she was like looking down, and it slowly started to like look at me, and I was like, no, like, ugh. I just got chills from that. Like, my eyes are almost watering. Like, her, yeah, she started to like turn to look at me, and that's when I sprinted and went to my room, and I was like, nope, not gonna die tonight. Nope, too young for this. No. So that was basically my whole first paranormal encounter. If you would like to hear more of these, I do have several more stories of these. One that actually happened really recently in this very room I'm filming in, which kind of freaks me out, but yeah. So if you would like to hear more of those, just let me know in the comments down below. I really hope you subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I really hope you stick around, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!